Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna wait a minute and see if they find me. Okay, try 2. Let's double check to make sure we're on. I can't believe that happened. So we were in the middle of creating a luminary. I went to turn my camera so y'all could see the Cricut, so you're seeing stuff. So you're seeing stuff. But and I accidentally hit a button. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're gonna load our mat in, and we're gonna press load to make sure it's on straight. And we're gonna move our moon away. I'll show you guys 2 luminaries I made earlier that are not easy and not. I press Cricut, little flashing Cricut head, and this is just gonna cut our vellum for us, and then we'll be doing another mat. Boy, there's a lag for sure. I'm watching the video that y'all are seeing, and it's laggy. Okay, we're gonna press unload, and we're unloading, and we're gonna take our mat, we're gonna turn it upside down and roll our stuff off so we don't get any extra wrinkles and all that in it. And set that aside, and here's our little piece of vellum that we needed. So now it's telling us to do this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to say medium cardstock, edit the tools, hit styling scoring stylus because I do not have the wheel. Go back, and then it says it's ready. But I don't really trust their idea of medium cardstock versus the medium cardstock I'm using. So I'm going to come over here to pressure. I'm going to press more. And then I'm going to say, okay, we're ready. And we're going to get us a piece of red cardstock. And we're going to say, Cricut, play nicely. And let's cut this out properly. No more errors in these videos. So how's everybody doing out there? Everybody doing all right? I went to bed early, got woke up. My dog thought people were knocking on the door, and it was just cats on the porch playing, which I think I might have a home for one of them. So Beverly may be coming to get one of the kitty cats. So that'll be one less cat on my porch. Thank you, Nancy, for coming and finding me. And Judy, thank you for coming back and joining back. Okay, so Miss Nancy, the only thing you missed was us finishing the cut for that piece. All right, let's load our mat. And let's press cut and say play nicely. No mistakes. So I know, silly Maisie, but you know what? That's what got me to go live, because now I'm awake. And those that don't know, I don't know if Nancy, if you know, but or rewatchers, Maisie is my little Shih Tzu puppy. She's a little guard dog, and if she hears any noises, she just starts to barking and barking and barking. So, woke me up. She didn't want to be awake by herself, I guess. So you guys don't really need to watch that all the way through, but I want to flip the camera back around, but I don't want to lose y'all. That's what happened. So I'm going to try this again. So, hi Shay, how are you? How is everybody? Linda asked that question already. Let me get some luminaries to show you that I made while we're waiting on that to go. So these are just some of the little creations I've been creating. This is a image in design space. This is a project in design space. It's, you just put your little tea light in it and it lights up. And this one goes with it. It's part of the same project. I crinkled it. And then this one is Gomart Crafts on Etsy. Little gift there. You put your little fairy lights in it. Here, let me put the fairy lights in so you can see it. You're supposed to put them in here. See, this comes apart. Put fairy lights in there. You're supposed to slide that right through there like that. And you're supposed to do this a little bit less crazier than I'm doing it. You know, taping it down and all that good stuff. But I'm just doing a quick show and tell. And you put your star back in over it. Fingers cooperate. This was supposed to be quick, fast, easy project stuff, and you're making this more complicated, Linda. Alright. So anyway, you're supposed to put that in there. And you're supposed to tape and glue all this down, but I only have the one set of fairy lights. So, and then, watch what happens. I'm going to turn the light off real quick. You'll see that? If that other light was off, that would be cool. You could see it better. Y'all see that, though? Oh, look, he's not even in there, right? Pretty cool, right? Turn the light back on. Turn the light back on. Oh, okay. Multi-palm, what is that? Like a Maltese and a Pomeranian? Remember I'm saving the coolest one for last. Cool. Miss Judy, remind me again, what is Jackson? Now, Miss Judy has a little Shih Tzu that my little girl loves. He is a Shih Tzu and something else I forget. Miss Judy knows if she didn't doze off on us over there. Anyway, we'll move that one to the side and fix that later. I'll show you one more and then we'll finish our quick, easy project. Then we have this one. Which is pretty cool. But I have to use 2 tea lights in the back of it because it's not, my fairy lights aren't bright enough, so. Come on. Let's show them that you lit up. Come on. Don't fall apart on me, just open up. Did that glue to it? It's not supposed to be glued. It isn't supposed to be glued. It glued itself. Shih Tzu Bichon. A Shih-chan. There we go. And he is the sweetest little boy ever. I miss Jackson. Anyway, he's the sweetest little boy ever. Let's not break our project, Linda. Throw 2 of these in there. And 2. And make sure they're sitting the way they're supposed to be. I want the lights coming. I don't know how, I guess I put it together before the glue dried. There must have been some glue on the outside. Anyway, all right, let's turn the lights off for that one. Look at that. Pretty cool, right? It'd be even cooler if you could see it without. There we go. This is actually supposed to be for, it's supposed to be fairy lights also. But, come on out of there. Come on out of there, tea lights. All right, let's unload our mat. Turn these off so we don't kill the batteries, because those are the only two of those I have. And I've got no fairy lights, but they're not strong enough, so I needed a stronger set of fairy lights to go in here, so. But, yeah. So there's the Grinch. And then here's our easy project. We're going to go ahead and weed it while it's on here. And we're just going to... Actually, no, we're not, because I'm going to end up ripping it if I do that. So we're going to take our thingamajigger here. And we're just going to say... Back down where you belong. There we go. I still have yous, right? I didn't lose you guys, right? So then we're just gonna roll our project off the mat. And hope we don't tear our project in the process. See, that's what I was worried about, was tearing. I don't want to tear this. So I guess we are going to weed it right here on the mat. Okay, I'm trying to stay in camera, but also so I can see. I'll have to stand up and lean over and... I'm carefully rolling my mat to loosen up that glue that's on there. There we go. Come on, Santa. Come off of there. Come off there, Santy. Come on, Santa Claus. Let go. This is, if you have grandchildren or something, this is a really easy project for you to do with the little ones, because it's, you'll have to get it off the mat for them, of course. But there's no little pieces and all that. That's why I wanted to show you all this, because, like, when my friend Natalie watches this, she's got all her grandkids that she does stuff with. And I know other people out there. Miss Judy has a daycare. She works at a daycare. So she works with little kids. But you guys can do projects like this with them where the adults would have to do this part right here for them, right? Get it prepped and ready. But they could do the gluing to make their quick, easy little projects. There we go. I mean, the weeding and stuff, of course, I'm not going to worry about in between those little letter E's, because my luck, I'll rip it, and it's not ripped, and I don't want to mess it up. Just an idea of a project that's quick, easy. Okay, so once you have this done, right, if you have grandkids, maybe not a daycare, because that's a lot of work to do for a bunch of little kids, but if you have grandkids, once you have this right here, the rest of it's very easy. Because you're just going to fold on all these little lines. But before you do any of that, you're going to glue down your vellum. And you're just going to take your glue. And you're going to get your head close enough to see what you're doing. And you're just going to put your glue right along the edge here. Remember, if the glue starts seeping out the sides or anything, it will end up becoming visible. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in a couple little spots just to glue some of it down. I'm not worried about all of it being glued down, because I'm not worried about perfection. I really just wanted to show everybody how simple and easy this project is. So if anybody's feeling intimidated doing paper projects, this is a good starter. All right, and then you put your vellum down. Make sure you're on the inside of the score lines. Don't go over your score lines. It's hard on my, because I can't see where the score lines are, because the camera's right there. Oh, I'm over my score lines. I'm over the score line. There we go. Now you're going to see my little glue spots. All right, it's a thin vellum. I'm not going for perfection. This one is, let me get my phone. Let me finish. I don't want to do that right now. Believe in the Magic is what it's called. And it's in Design Act Space. So anyway, so I'm just going to come along and I'm just going to fold all my little thingies. Fold all my thingies. Sure. That don't fold. And it's just going to make a little paper bag luminary. That's all it's going to do. And the kids will probably think it's the coolest thing this side of ice cream. Or peanut butter. Or whatever their favorite little snackamaroo is. It makes me want to go to Natalie's and play with her green kids. Excuse me, can I borrow your Crystal's kids so I could have some kids to do some crafts with? I need to go to George's. What I need to do and go craft with my step-granddaughter, my little granddaughter girls up there. My son's stepdaughters. Okay, so this one's going to fold inward. And that's going to fold like that and that. Now, these bottoms confuse me a little. I do believe that it's supposed to go like this. And then this just goes in like that. Like that. Just like that. No big deal. Okay, we're going to glue it. That way we're not playing around with our fingers here. So how I'm going to do this is this one here, we're going to put glue on it right here. And we're going to let it flip out of our hands. We're also going to put some right here. And then we're going to bring this just like that. So that it... And I'm going to set it down on the table to make sure and do my fingers so that that's a straight line. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to be like, come on, glue, cooperate with me. There we go. Boy, is it cooperating now. All right. And we're going to do the same thing right here. Bring it in. Make sure it's all lined up straight. Then I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. I'm telling you, see how simple and easy this project was? Quick, simple, extremely easy. This is just going to slide in there just like that. If I did it right, it's going to slide in there just like that. did something too tight. Okay. That slit's not big enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our handy dandy scissors and we're going to play like we're May and we're going to cut away some bulk. Now, it should go in there. There we go. And we're going to put glue right here. So I think my glue got too cold. And I think that's why I'm having all my clogging issues. Because we had 30-degree nights and I don't think my glue is in the room with the heater. So we're just going to glue this just like this. So I'm going to hold this corner first and get it tacked good before I push that part down in. And the reason I'm doing that is because that way it'll be easier for my fingers to slide in and out like they're doing now. Just, if you have a hard time getting your hands in there, just take something and go in there with something and there we go. There we go, guys. It's that simple. Now let's put a tea light in it and see how it looks. Design Space has some really cool Luminary projects if you have Cricut access. So we're just going to turn on our little candle. I'm going to plop our candle down, turn the light off so you can see it. Ta-da! And look, just like that, you got a little believe in the magic. Turn the light back on. Turn on light. Light doesn't want to come back on. There we go. Let there be light. So what'd y'all think about that? I thought it was pretty cool. All right. We're going to try to get fancy-dancy here. Close your eyes for a minute, y'all. Close your eyes for a minute. I flipped the camera around backwards and it's not going where I want it to go. Come on. Come on. Quit making everybody dizzy. There we go. Can y'all see me without a pole in front of my face? Yeah. Oh, if I was leaving that one in there, I would. That's an awesome, awesome, awesome tip. Everybody, if you're not seeing what Miss Judy is saying, Miss Judy says to take foam tape and tape down the tea light inside so it doesn't move around. If I only, like I said, I only have the 2 tea lights and the 1 thing of fairy lights. So I'm not leaving them permanently in because I'm constantly making these projects here. So hi. Hi, everybody. How are we doing? There we go. So you guys can see me now. So that is a great tip. Anybody else have any other tips? That will be a really good tip when I use tea lights in this project. The reason I say that is because I can tape one here and then tape one over here. And that way to spread the light out more evenly. That would be awesome. Guys, if you go and do this one, not for the faint of heart, a lot of intricate little weeding stuff. But it's so worth it. I love it. Love the Grinch. He's so cool. But I love this little easy one. This is going to be perfect for the kids. And then when you're in design space, let me show you something. In design space, right? If you took a square and you put it over that and or contoured all that out, I would take a square and put it over it and then weld it. And then I would get another design and put it in that place, and you can make it a whole different one. Oh, thank you. That's Joey's tree. My tree's over here. I'll show you. Oh, here we go again, moving y'all around. Sorry. Here, I'll give you a quick little. I don't know, can you see that tree? Probably not. It's not lit up. And I can't do all that. I'll have to take you out of the holder to show you all that. I'll have to do that when it's daylight. Give you a living room tour. Oh, were you going to suggest 2 tea lights? Oh, cool. Yeah, I was thinking fairy lights in here, but 2 tea lights will work really good. The problem is, you gotta, like you said, you gotta tape them down somehow in there. And if that other light had been off, you would have seen it lit up better. It would have been a lot more visible. So, all right, well, that was our little project that I wanted to do. I just wanted to get on here and do a quick little project with you. Here, we'll put the tea light in. Here, let's put the fairy lights in this time and see what it looks like with them instead of the tea light. These aren't very bright either. They're just little fairy lights. Just plop them in there. Just plop them in. Shove them down in there. And then turn the light off. And see? Now, if that kitchen light wasn't on, all this would be a lot brighter. Okay, Miss Nancy. Yeah, it's 2:19 in the morning here. So, I'm calling it a night also, but there we go with the fairy lights. So, pretty cool, huh? Alright, if you're watching a replay, go ahead and leave me a comment. Tell me which one of the luminaries I showed was your favorite. Or are you going to attempt to make this with any kids and children in your life? I think it would be really awesome. Yeah, did you see how quick and easy it was? Just some glue and then put it together. Just double check that bottom piece. You may have to trim the paper up a tad bit. But, alright. Thank you for joining me. It's good seeing you again, Miss Judy. And Miss Nancy and anybody else. Oh, Miss Shay and anybody else that joined that I didn't say hey to. Alright. Good night.